Isaiah 66:15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire.
Right, so the Lord is coming with fire, brother. Hey, brother, you got 2 minutes to this word? You know we the real Jews of the Bible? Man, Christ is coming back to blow this place down, man. You know that? Don't you want to be on the right-hand side of him? Don't you want to be on this good side? That's what we trying to be. All right, we out here trying to warn our people. Read that again.
Isaiah 66:15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind.
You know what a chariot is? A chariot is a so-called UFO, man. I know you've been seeing the movies with the UFOs and stuff like that, but really they black people up in there. They coming back to deliver the people that's on that sign right there, man. From all hell and chaos, man. Because America is about to go to war. All right, pretty soon it's finna be World War III, man. Read.
To render his anger with fury.
So the Lord is gonna be mad when you come back. You fine, man. Read.
And his rebuke with flames of fire.
Right, so that's how the Lord is coming, man. All right, but he's coming back to redeem the people on that sign right there. If you could take a look, the people that's on that sign, this sign right here, is gonna be the ones that's gonna be delivered. Those who came back of keeping the Lord's commandments, man. All right, so he's coming back to redeem those people, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, because they make up the true house of the nation of Israel. We are the real Jews and Israelites according to the Bible. All right, because what they call us African American, Jamaican, Haitian, all right, Puerto Rican, Mexican. Those are not the names that God called us, man. Those are the names that the white man called us because he was trying to hide our identity, man. And now we felt it. All right, so you see this book that this brother got right here. This is the Apocrypha. 14 books was taken out the original Bible. But if you get this Bible, all right, it's going to be in there. Okay, so people that's going, this is the 1611 Bible right there. You could take a picture of it. All right, because the people that go to church, they don't have a full Bible, man. They still missing prophecy. All right, that's how it look right there. That's the 1611 Bible right there, man. Okay, and like I said, man, the powers that be that rule this earth, they are part of the reason why we on the bottom. Because they put the drugs in our neighborhood, they put the guns in our neighborhood. You got our videos get flagged, but then they got Negroes posting guns in rap videos that don't get flagged. That's crazy. We ain't doing nothing but waking our people up, letting them know that God is coming back to deliver the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians on that sign. All right, the ones who come back to 144 with that multitude. Okay, the MOB is coming. Get the MOB for them. Mark, we can't say it because they're gonna try to flag our videos, but they coming with a cashless society. All right, the dollar bill is no longer. Okay, BRICS nation and these foreign countries, okay, they forming their own currency around Babylon, America. They no longer dealing with this place. They coming up with their own money system to cripple this economy over here. Read.
Revelation 13:16. Read. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond.
So people in jail are gonna have to get this mark. Read. That's what it say, free and bond. All right, the people that's free and the people that's bond, the people that's locked up, the people who didn't get bond out of jail yet. Read.
To receive a mark in their right hand.
Right, so a mark in their right hand. Read.
Or in their foreheads.
Because they might be losing, they might be missing a limb. Right, so if they don't have an arm, then they're gonna put it in their forehead. All right, they might be paralyzed. Read.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark.
You hear that? So you can't buy or sell, save that you got the mark, the MOB, man. You know what I'm trying to say, because there is out there the cashless society, that thing, that CHIP.
Or the name of his beast.
The name of the who?
Or the name of the beast.
Read.
Or the number of his name.
That's it on there. You see that? So right now it's a recession because it's food shortages. Okay, we could get that again. Second Esdras 6. Matter of fact, go to second Esdras 6:21. See, if you ain't got the original Bible, you missing this. You missing these books right here that was taken out by the Roman Catholic Church in 1885. All right, they purposely took these books out so you would not know what prophecy was going to be fulfilled or what prophecy is. Yeah, it's called the Apocrypha. Yeah, it's inside there. We can show you just so you won't think we're lying. It's called the Apocrypha.
That's powerful.
Yeah, it's right here. Right here. Now, you see, Malachi is the last book of the Old Testament, right? So what you see right there? Right, show your cover. You see that? Same thing, the Apocrypha. So they purposely took it out in 1885 so nobody would know what was going on. But now we found out, you know what I'm saying? We did our research. Now read that. Read that real quick. What's your name, brother? My name Khan, bro.
Second, Salakia. Second Esdras 6:21.
16 to 21.
Oh, 16.
Yeah, Khan.
If you need to send it,
I'm trying to give you this information before it's too late. You know what I'm saying? Because 2/3 of our people gonna be destroyed. They're not gonna wake up to this truth. They're gonna still be Christians, Jehovah Witnesses. They're not gonna come back to being a Hebrew because God never gave us religion. He gave us laws, statutes, and commandments to keep and be obedient and governed by. He never gave us religion. Read.
Second Esdras 16:21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
Right, so you see how Walmart going out of business? All right, so what they gonna do? They gonna go to Dollar Tree because you can get things in Dollar Tree cheaper than Walmart, right? So what's gonna happen when Dollar Tree go out of business? That's it. I believe Dollar Tree they changing it to Dollar Plus. All right, so they gonna go up on the money and stuff like that. So things is getting bad here, man. Read.
And even then shall evils grow upon earth.
Evil shall grow upon earth. Read.
Sword,
The sword. What's the modern day sword? A gun. All right. Thermonuclear missiles. All right. All that. Read.
famine,
Famine. What's famine? Lack of bread. Read.
and great confusion.
Great confusion, man. Right. Yeah. And now they, you know what I'm saying, the LGBT, they holding that, man. They the ones holding. They armed now. They, you know what I'm saying. And it's crazy. You know. Get that. Go to 2nd Ezra 6:22. I'm gonna show you the full storehouse is gonna be set up, be found empty. All right. When you go to Jules Osco and Mariano's and all that, they're gonna be fully empty, man. Get that.
Second Esdras 6:22.
Read.
And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown.
Like what's this right here?
See,
Yeah, it's like this right here, right? It's gonna be unsown. Read.
The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
That's what's gonna happen. All right, food shortages, man. Lack of bread. We in these times, man. All right, that's why we trying to bid you back to the marriage, because Christ is coming back for you. All right, if you repent and come back to the truth as a repentant Hebrew Israelite, the Lord is gonna bless you with the treasures of the new kingdom, man. All right, everlasting life. You can have what the heart's desire, man. All right, so we got to feed you these commandments. Get go ahead, get one more. So like, you know what I'm saying, prophecy is gonna be fulfilled, man. All right, I can't keep saying I sound like a broken record. Okay. Get that.
This is 2 Peter 3:13. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens.
Right, so the new heaven. The word "new" means to renew. All right. You get a brand new car, but is it new to you? It might be a 2020. Right. So that's what the word "new" means. To do again, to renew something.
And a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness.
Right, so righteousness, man. It's all wicked here, man. Ain't nothing but wickedness here, man.
Verse 14, wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, be diligent that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless.
Right, so we trying to bring you back to this truth, man. Now let me ask you a question. What's your father? What would you say your father is? Like, what would they classify him as? Now, as far as like his race.
they would say he's an African American.
Right, so they ain't number father is classified as an African American, right? So he would be from the tribe of Judah. All right, that's the same tribe our Lord Jesus Christ, who you know is Jesus Christ, true Hebrew name Yahweh Shah, that's the same tribe he come from. All right, so that lets you know that's your God-given name. The Lord never called you African American; He called you Judah. Okay. Go to Leviticus 11:7. So let me give you a list of laws now, brother. Because we have to keep the law. I see you got the beard, right? So you good with that? That's the law that you keep. All right. So let's get this one.
Leviticus 11:7. And the swine, though he divide the earth.
Right. So what is swine? Yeah. Read.
And be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud.
Right, so he cheweth not the cud, because pigs, they don't properly digest their food. They got to throw it up and then eat it again. You know what I'm saying? Read.
He is unclean to you.
Right, so he is unclean to you. Read.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat,
Read.
and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you.
Right, so we not supposed to eat swine. Let me ask you a question. Do you eat swine? You gotta let it go, brother. But hey, it's a sacrifice that you supposed to be willing to make. You know what I'm saying? This something that ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? To stop eating swine, because like, you know, when you go to, there's certain people who got different health conditions. All right, the doctor tell them to stop eating pork. You know that? People who got like gout and stuff like that, and different cancers and diabetes, the doctor tell them to stop eating the pork because it's not good. All right. Instead of pork chops, you can eat lamb chops. All right, lamb chops is way better, man. Okay, so that's the commandment that we got to keep right there. Okay, what you got now? So if you're willing to keep these commandments, start off with the ones that you can keep the best. And then once you get built up, you can get to the ones that's hard to keep, like the Shabbat day. Now today is the Shabbat. We're not supposed to be buying and selling. But what are people doing? It's lit. You know what I'm saying? It's lit as hell. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice day in Hyde Park. You know what I'm saying? And it's lit. You know what I'm saying? So everybody doing them, Go ahead.
Isaiah 1:16. Wash you, make you clean, put away the evil of your doings from before my eyes. Cease to do evil, learn to do well, seek judgment, relieve the oppressed, judge the fatherless, plead for the widow.
And that's what we doing. We trying to relieve the poor, man. How is we doing that? By telling them that they God's chosen people. He's coming back to redeem them, man. We've been in slavery. You know how many times we went into slavery, man? When you read the Bible, the Israelites, that's all they was doing was going into slavery. You know what I'm saying? And we went into slavery in America. So we the people. Go to Deuteronomy 28:68. Let me show you something else. How did our forefathers get to this country? What form of transportation? Boats. Now watch this. It's in the Bible.
Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Right. So the word Egypt is a Greek word that means bondage. All right. When you look up the word Egypt, it goes back to it's a Greek word that means bondage, slavery, or captivity. Okay. You can look it up now. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy.
Let me ask you a question. What is a dollar bill doing? What is a pyramid doing on the back of a dollar bill? Because we back in Egypt. It said we was gonna go back into Egypt. When we got off them slave ships, they was gonna sell us for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man was gonna buy us, which means nobody was gonna redeem us out of our situation. All right, look at us now. We still going off, man. We still getting gunned down by the police. All right, it's still no justice in our neighborhood. There's no order among our people. All right, so nobody still ain't bought us, man. We still at the bottom. Everybody's on top and we at the bottom. This is how these other nations is ruling over us. Because if they say we keep these niggas on the bottom, we'll be able to pay. They getting paid off for everything that we do, even when you die. You know how much the funeral costs? We don't own no funeral homes. You might own a couple of barbershops, a couple of Harold's Chickens, But do you have a bank? Do you have a hospital? Do you have an army? Do you have a National Guard? We don't have none of that. So we go to. I'm gonna show you something real quick. This is how you know we're real Jews. Deuteronomy 28:48. We don't own none of this. If you want to get married, you have to go to the white man to get a piece of paper. All right? It is what it is, man. It's gonna tell you right here. Read.
Oh, it's all good. Deuteronomy 28:48.
Read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, and hunger.
Hunger. So if you're hungry, you got to go to Chipotle's if you want that type of food. Read.
And in thirst, and in nakedness,
So when you want to buy you some new clothes, you got to go to Walmart. Read.
and in want of all things,
So the one of all things. Read.
and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed.
Right, so you can't go nowhere. All right, and they was physically putting yokes of irons on our forefathers' necks, man, in slavery, man. You could literally go to Google and type in yokes of iron. You're gonna see a black man with a long a piece of iron on his neck like this. They showed you in 12 years of slavery, man. And in Roots, and in Goodbye Uncle Tom. So we is the Jews of this book, man. We the real Jews according to the Bible. And I'm saying this in front of everybody because we're not scared to proclaim who we really is, man. All right? Huh? No, I don't smoke cigarettes, sister. And this truth is way more important than a cigarette. You know, because we trying to bring you back to your nationality. You know? So what you holding, Doc? So yeah, man. It's all in the Bible. You got any questions, brother? Because we can answer all your questions according to the book. All right, that's what we gotta do. Thus saith the Lord. Any question you got, we gotta answer according to this book. You know? Okay, you can take down our YouTube channel. You want to give it to him, Mike? Yeah, so yeah, we out here. We come out here every Saturday, man, to wake up our people. And we mainly focus on our people. We try not to really deal with the other nations unless they come up, and then we tell them what they judgment gonna be. Yeah, get it for them. Yeah. The Muslim and the Israelites. Well, Muhammad couldn't read. You know, Muhammad was the father of Islam, right? Now we don't go into this book right here. We don't deal with Muhammad, man. But let him give the channel.
Type, you see that word Jeshurun right there? Type Lions and do Jeshurun in YouTube and it'll come up.
Nah, you good.
Go
You
across.
good. Y'all good. You know, going to
Did you copy
Islam.
that?
Yeah. So the difference between Hebrews and Muslims is the Hebrews, our culture was way before Islam, and they copied a lot of stuff off of the Torah. All right, but Muhammad, he couldn't even read, and we're gonna get it right here. Read that for him. Muhammad, he couldn't read.
This is-
literate.
This is from Babylon to Timbuktu. Should we start first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this is page 44 of the birth of Islam. At the time of the birth of Muhammad, what were the international events or conditions operating? Question. The answer to this question is necessarily for a comprehension of the rapid emergence of the Muhammadan Empire. The Roman Empire at the birth of Muhammad was divided into two parts. The Western Empire with the capital at Rome and the Byzantine Empire with the capital at Constantinople. Probably pronounced it wrong, but the Roman Empire in the West collapsed AD 476 after many barbarian raids and incursions. The Germanic tribes across the border and penetrated into all the territory of the Western Empire, including Africa.
All right, now get to the part.
Right.
Get to the part right now.
So-
Listen to this, right? This is Muhammad. Muhammad is the founder of Islam. All right, he was an Arab. Read.
When Muhammad was born, many Arabs were still worshiping the sun, stars, spirits, and idols. The Arabs possessed 360 idols.
How is that even possible? You see what I'm saying? So before he came and gave them one God to worship, they was worshiping 360 different idols. That's it?
Yeah.
All right, now read.
one for each day of the year.
One for each day of the year. Read.
Muhammad was born AD 570.
Right, so the Bible, Moses was before Muhammad. So that lets you know what's the truth right there, because Muhammad came way later, man. Read. That's the difference. Read.
4 years after the death of Emperor Justinian.
Yeah,
Justinian.
Go jump down to after Muhammad.
Oh, yeah.
Watch this the part right here.
After Muhammad became a camel driver,
So Muhammad, he was a camel driver. All right, read.
he traveled to remote and intriguing lands. He led his caravans to Persia, Syria, and Egypt, transacting business with merchants of every kind. On his business trips, he met Jews, Christians, and members of other sects. He interrogated them concerning the tenets of their religion.
Right, so Muhammad, he learned from our forefathers, man. All right, he learned from our forefathers because, you know, Muslims don't eat swine. Where did they get that from? They got that from the Bible. You see what I'm saying? Read. All that come from the scriptures, man. Read.
He frequented the environment of the Jews and their rabbis, mostly because they were merchants in omnipresent ethnic group.
Read.
Because he could not read or write.
So he could not do what?
Read or write.
So he could not read or write, man. This is Muhammad. Read.
His ears were attentive and keen to everything that the Jews related to him.
Right.
Muhammad learned and extracted
He did what?
Read. Much from the Jewish religion.
Right, so when you extract something, you take something from here and you take something from there, you put it together and get what you got. That's Islam right there, you know what I'm saying? So Islam came from the Hebrews, all right? The Israelites, they seen how the Most High was dealing with us because we were the chosen people, and they wanted to make their religion the highest standard for religion. It's gonna tell you, keep going.
And compounded it with his new religion, Islam.
Read that again.
And compounded it with his new religion, Islam.
Right, so when you go into the Quran, you read Surah 2 and 75, it tell you that the Israelites, matter of fact, you want to get that? In the Quran, it tell you out of their own book that we the chosen people, that the Hebrews, the Israelites are the chosen people in the Quran. So why would you read one book that tell you to read another book? Because the Quran is referring you back to the Bible. You see what I'm saying? So that's the difference between those two different religions, you know what I'm saying? The Israelites like Farrakhan and them, Farrakhan know we the real Jews. You see what I'm saying? He know that. He know we the real Jews. And that's the thing on that, you know what I'm saying? That Islam, it came later. It came after, what it said, he was born what? 570 AD? That mean that Christ had already been dead for 500 years. He had already went back up to the Most High, to the Father.
Yeah, I got it.
Get that. Cal,
Yeah, this is
275.
Al-Baqarah 1:22.
Cal.
Yeah, chapter 2, verse 122.
Uh-huh.
O children of Israel,
Who was talking about?
O children of Israel,
So our forefathers, read.
remember my favors upon you and how I honored you above the others.
So he honored us and put us above over the other people, man.
Yeah, you can read about that.
You know, so
He
it's
took that
That surah from I think it was Deuteronomy 76 in the Torah. So when you read it, Deuteronomy 76 in the Torah, it reads as such. Let me get it real quick.
and he remembered that. It said that Muhammad, he couldn't read, so his ears were attentive. So he got that from this right here.
Deuteronomy 7:6.
Uh-huh.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
That's us. That's the Israelites. Read.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Right, so we better than everybody, man. Our women look the best. All right, the women on that chart right there, we got the best looking women. We got the strongest man. You know what I'm saying? We better at everything, man. When you look at the boxing world, look, what's the top 10 boxers that you know? Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, You got Lennox Lewis. Lennox Lewis, he comes from the tribe of Benjamin, man. He's Jamaican. All right, you got Roy Jones. All right, in the MMA world, you got John Bones Jones. You got Israel Adesanya, and his name is Israel. You see what I'm saying? You got, we dominate, man. The blacks and Latinos, we dominated everything. You know, we the greatest people, man. So you got to come back to your heritage, man.
Yeah, let me say this.
So us knowing that we the best people, we still have to understand that the Lord is very wroth and angry with his people, you know, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man, because we literally went into a covenant with the Most High. We made a contract with the Most High, basically saying, you know, and so we broke that contract, and so therefore curses poured upon the seed of Israel all the way down to us, man, and forever until